going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rockling Road Show. It is Alvie.
I'm the 1-3, baby.
Daily dollar short, but hey, Woo! It is what it is.
Holy crap.
See the TV down there. Anyhow, trying to set things up, trying to get new cameras positioned, and
yeah, it just ain't working.
Legitimately just ran out of time. So anyhow, it's good to be doing a live show again.
Yes,
I do want to say I apologize for last week. We ran an old interview. It's a really good episode. If you guys haven't seen it yet, please do us a favor and watch it. It's a super informative video. Lots of Super Dave's great. Lots of information there.
He's a trip.
And it was just a fun show to do. But the reason I'm apologizing is because I meant to air that as a premiere, so that we could all sit around and comment on it. Because
I was trying.
Yeah, because the 1-3 was in a position to where he could comment. I was also in a position where I could comment. I just wasn't in a position to do a live video because the internet I had was not good enough. So anyways, that's why we posted a video, but we weren't able to comment on it like a live video because I pushed the wrong button and didn't set it. Didn't air it correctly. So.
HD, how's it going?
Daniel, what's up, man?
Everybody, so
thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
And anybody else that's watching right now, get online, man. Start typing. We'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely. So so with that, let's pay the bills and let's rock and roll. And let's have some fun with the show tonight.
All right. So as usual, the Rockling Road Show is brought to you by Misfit Metalworks. Misfit Metalworks offers CNC plasma cutting, welding, metal fabrication, prototyping services, laser engraving, a whole bunch. If it has to do with metal, they can do it for you. Actually, we have a stand here that Marvin hooked up for us. So you can contact the Misfits for all your metal needs at 813-598-7409 or stop by the shop at 1913 East Bears Avenue, Unit 1100B. That's here in Tampa, 33613. Let them know that we sent you, all right?
And we were also brought to you by Eric Warren Artistries and Dropkick Customs, New Tongue. Eric Warren Artistries is a custom paint and fabrication studio that specializes in turning all of your custom dreams into reality. EWA offers a one-stop shop for all your paint, metal, fiberglass needs, welding, full powder coating, motorcycle stereo equipment, air ride systems, custom wheels, parts development. Man, they got some cool stuff coming out of that shop lately.
Oh my gosh! And look, they got some news coming
and all kinds of stuff. I love the little feet on the center stands. That's just cool.
Right.
But anyhow, for any of that stuff, man, please contact our buddy Eric Warren and Eric Warren Artistries, 813-503-4764, or you can stop by the shop at 13215 North Nebraska Avenue, Suite A, Tampa, Florida 33612. And of course, let them know that we sent you. And then last but certainly not least, brought to you by the Freienhaus Law Group. The Freienhaus Law Group specializes in providing legal representation for victims of negligence. They handle a broad range of personal injury, wrongful death matters, including truck and car accidents, motorcycle collisions, slip and fall injuries, and much, much more.
For all your legal needs, please contact Freienhaus at 866-LAW-FRAN or visit lawfran.com. Or you can even stop by the offices at 1275 Nebraska Avenue. That's in Palm Harbor. 34683.
Excellent. So now that's out of the way,
Sybil, how you doing?
Hey, she's up in LJ. She's on vacation.
I was up there a couple months ago, man. It's a beautiful area.
Yeah, no, we were supposed to go up.
Actually, you were supposed to go with me.
That too, but we were supposed to be up in LJ with them. But with all the crap that happened in our lives, we had to not do that. So. Hopefully, I'm looking at my face and I'm like,
we're so glowing. Bright. We are like, we are like high def here.
I'll be right back.
So
I don't know if that helps any or not.
I don't know. Yeah, I doubt it.
No, it just got darker. So I'm gonna put that back on. We're just gonna deal with it. So, anyways,
how's it going? Howie's on.
Hey, Howie, what's going on? HD, you're welcome for the swag, man. Glad it all came in. Glad you like it. And then Dan saying got news. But sadly not. Biker news from England is again in national lockdown for 4 weeks. Yeah, I saw that today or yesterday on the news. So,
we're probably going to
as I say, I'll tell you what, Dan, we're probably going to join you here in a little while too. So we'll see what happens with that. But we're not going to get into any of that.
No, we don't.
Topic, that kind of stuff.
We are going to get into that topic.
Yeah, well, kind of, but yeah, I mean, not like into the whole thing,
No.
but and then Matt say, please dim it. You get better looking. Appreciate it. Thanks, Butter. By the way, he's in his new jet. He's flying his new jet now.
Really?
So, yeah, he just upgraded.
Look at you, man.
I don't know. It's like his 80th type ratings. But
dude,
yeah, dropped an F-bomb. Oh well.
Beep. We don't have that dump
we
button.
need the dump button. But anyways,
we need a producer.
Apologize.
We need a producer. So, do you notice anything different about me? What's different about me?
Yeah, I like the hat. It looks good.
No bandana, man.
No bandana.
I found a hat that actually kind of fits.
Yeah.
And
fits that massive heat.
Because let me tell you, man, I don't like when you put a ball cap on and it's got this big old thing here because then it makes my head look even bigger.
Well, you got to get good fitted hats,
Well, that's what I did. I found this thing and I like it, and it almost reminds me of a bandana, so hey, that's where I went with it.
There you go. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of the show tonight. And so as you guys can see, has COVID-19 made our roads more dangerous? So it was reported earlier this year, and I think we even touched on this.
I think we did.
I think on another show a couple months ago, but the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, they reported earlier this year that last year there was a slight decrease in deaths related to motorcycle accidents, comparing 18 to 19.
Right.
And they were down by 0.5%.
Still down.
Is down, and it's good, right? But lately, there's been evidence that fatalities are increasing in the first half of 2020. All right, at least in some parts of the country, and some locations are actually reporting an increase in excessive speeding,
right,
over 100 miles an hour, let's see, what am I just lost myself. Excessive speeding and arrests in California. Go back up. In California, they have an 87% increase in the number of tickets issued for people doing over 100 miles an hour.
Well, I'm going to say this because this is my theory on this is I did notice that when COVID hit and everybody was stay-at-home orders and all that,
right,
there was nobody on the roads.
Right.
There was like nobody. It was a pleasure to go out and ride the bike.
Yeah.
Because, as most of y'all know, I ride every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, there's no assholes on the road.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way we're going. And I loved it.
Right. And that's coming too, because, but yeah, so, you have free reign, right?
So I see the 87% increase in traffic tickets for speeding because there was nobody on the roads.
Yeah. And what's crazy about that, so that was an 87% increase just in the first month of California staying home order, just in 1 month. What'd you do?
I don't know.
What'd you do? And then in Washington State, they reported 12 motorcycle fatalities in the month of April.
Right.
That's one less than the first 4 months of the previous year combined.
Ooh.
Okay.
Right.
So in 1 month, they had one less motorcycle-related fatality than they did in the first 4 months. And, January, February, March, April of 19.
Oh, wow.
Just in the month of April. So,
well, what's going on in 2020? We don't know. The NHTSA, what the hell is that?
National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Thank you very much. They did a separate study to examine that question. They're looking at a variety of statistics for the second quarter of 2020. And this time, when travel restrictions and stay-at-home advisories were peaking. That's what they're figuring out. The study found out that the fatalities rose slightly in the second quarter, even through the total vehicle miles traveled. When it declined, and they estimated 16.6% in the first half of the year, with the most of the decline occurring during the stay-at-home advisories.
Right. So basically what we're saying here is that even though, like you were saying, even though there were less cars on the road, even though the average mile, traveled per person was down,
right,
we're seeing these increases in traffic accidents, fatalities, speeding tickets, so forth and so on, right?
And you know what's funny about that is because when I was out riding and when we were all shut down, I was like, you know what, this is cool that there's not that many people there because I assumed, I made the assumption because I tend to follow the law pretty much. I will go 5 to 10 over, but I'm not one of those 100-mile-an-hour guys, that like some of these.
Sure.
And I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, don't.
But like some of these other guys do.
Yeah.
I mean, I like my cruiser. I like to ride like that. I don't go that fast. So I can see.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to break from this in a second. Kaiser is asking if we sell any merchandise.
Sunny.
We're getting there. We had a store, and actually I need to take it. It's on the site right now, but we're not happy with the quality.
Yeah.
So we're actually working.
But I do
on
have
that.
some.
But
things.
we do have some stuff, so we can, PM us. Let us know. We might have something we can send you.
I got a coffee cup. I know I got a coffee cup, and I got a.
But yeah, we're working on merchandise basically, and how to make it one. Again, if we're not happy with it and it doesn't last and it doesn't, it's not good for us. We're not going to sell it to anybody.
Yeah,
so,
I wouldn't want.
So that's kind of where we're at right now. So as soon as we get that all figured out, and we're in talks with some people to work all that stuff through. So once we get that all figured out, we will definitely let everybody know. I thought we had found an outlet, but that outlet wasn't good enough.
But in the meantime, honestly, you can go to Lady Phoenix.
That's true.
Lady Phoenix Creations. She is a partner with us, and that's where we get our personal shirts from, and also the shirts that we use as throwouts. I hate to say throwaways,
right?
But they're throwout shirts, that we just spend money and throw away.
Yeah. But no, like I said, we're working on it, and we will. We're excited to bring that to everybody because not only do we get to see our stuff out and about, but it also helps fund the show and gets us to do other things that we're looking to do. What are you need to stop with your ADD?
No, I was trying to watch this. It's going to go away, and we're lost again. See, it disappeared. Keep going with the t-shirts. I'll get it back.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Well, here's the thing.
You have ADD and you're clicky.
No, man, I lost Facebook, and I'm trying to bring Facebook back, and I can't get it for some reason because my computer is deciding it wants to get rid of freaking stuff.
So yeah. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. As the lockdowns happened and as people were staying in, there's been this marked increase in all of these fatalities and traffic accidents, speeding tickets, so forth and so on. And then what they noticed was there was a high increase in 100-mile-an-hour and over tickets.
Right. Risky behaviors, driving without seatbelts, impaired driving, alcohol, pot, opioids.
I put that in there because when I was reading the story, I was like, opioids, really?
Yes.
People just doped up on, on heroin and everything else.
And yeah, I can see it.
I guess.
I mean, think about it. There was less people on the road, and they were thinking, well, you know what? Less people, less cops, less this, less that.
I guess.
Let's just do our thing.
Let's do our thing, right? But the study also mentioned that the increase in these numbers could have been caused by a couple of factors, right? Mm-hmm. One of the ones that I didn't really think about that actually makes a lot of sense is police departments across the country were reducing enforcement.
Yes,
because they were trying to remove the officer to civilian interaction, right, to protect the officers.
I don't know. I can't read what they're saying, and my thing's gone. But I see that.
All right, we'll get back. That's a long one. We'll get back to that in a second.
And then Philip Plowman said something. That's a friend of Cindy's. How you doing, Philip?
Light's twitching. But yeah, so without police presence,
right?
They were noted. That's one of the factors that could have caused it. The other thing is, and this makes a lot of sense, and I think this is something we talked about the last time we had a topic similar to this, was people who are out generally, and we're going to generalize a lot here, but the people who are out during stay-at-home orders and things like that are more risk takers than people who were staying at home, right? And I say we're going to generalize that because some people didn't have the choice.
Some people had to go to
Right.
work.
Some people had to go to work, and some, so that's why I said we're going to generalize it. But overall, and the overarching thing is if you're out and about during all of this stuff, you're probably more apt to take risk.
Right. And I can understand that. Yeah.
So those are the people that are going to go out there and get on the highway and slam it down, thinking that they're on the Autobahn, or
You mean we're not?
drive around on heroin and everything else, right?
I don't know about that part.
But yeah, so I mean, so that makes a lot of sense. This is something I thought was funny too. If you compare the 2020 pandemic,
Right.
to the 2008 recession, okay, in the idea of people on the roads and things like that, you would imagine, or I would expect them to be similar in a way, right?
Right.
Or at least similar. They're diametrically opposite.
There you go with them damn college words.
So in 2008, the number of highway fatalities, speeding tickets, things like that were significantly lower.
Okay.
And then now with the pandemic, everything is higher. So it could just be a factor of 2020 being just weird, right? You can also come away from that and go, well, of course people weren't driving around like assholes in 2008.
Recession, they want to save their gas.
They wanted to save their gas. And they didn't have the money. They may not have had the money to
the
pay
means. Or the means.
for a ticket or anything like that.
That's right.
People had homes repossessed and cars repossessed and all kinds of other things too. But you would imagine that if there's less people on the road, then there should be less problems, right?
Right. Well, with that, on a side note, okay, nothing in the NHTSA was motorcycle specific,
right?
but it does provide, an interest in theories into consideration credits to Revzilla and all that. So.
For sure, yeah. So I mean, that was. I think that's important to put out there that this isn't a motorcycle study.
No, this is
a traffic study.
Right. And Revzilla just put this out there to just kind of, hey, look at this. So, it encompasses all motor vehicles.
So Phil said, COVID or no COVID, motorcycles in Florida or any large city state are dangerous because of careless drivers who don't watch out for them. I see close calls daily. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, I think everybody, anybody who gets on two wheels,
right,
understands the risk and is assuming the risk that you might get your ass run over.
Right. I see here that Sandy says that I see it on a daily basis. DUIs have increased.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure they have.
Well, I mean, liquor sales have increased. All that stuff is increased.
Oh, wait.
People,
Liquor sales. The business is closed, but you can now go and purchase your liquor at the bar.
Oh, yeah. And to go.
To go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, can I get a beer to go? Sure.
So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there, right?
Scott Flowers.
Dan is saying roads in the UK have been blocked to stop any unnecessary driving for people who should be in-house or lockdown. That's
wow.
Wild. I don't know that ever happened here. That never happened here in the States.
I honestly,
I know that there were cops going around and they would, they could stop you. And if you supposedly if you were a essential worker, you were supposed to have like a piece of paper
Actually,
from
I think
work.
I still have mine.
Yeah, I know Kim had to have it too. So
I don't know. I think I had mine. I don't know if I still have it.
But yeah, there weren't any like what you call it, roadblocks or anything like that.
No.
So that's interesting.
I'm a government employee, so
yeah.
They said, you get stopped, you show them your ID. Oh, but I don't carry it all the time. Carry your ID.
Yeah,
I don't. And tell them I need to go to work.
Yeah, right.
So.
And then Scott saying one thing riding on two wheels is you need to be the aggressor when driving. If you just cruise the speed limit or under, then you will be a big target on you.
Yeah.
AKA wretchfully here.
Also known as okay.
Late to the party, evening all. What's going on, Garth?
What's going on,
Yeah, I would take what you said there. I don't like the word aggressor,
Right.
but I understand what you're saying. You've got to be on a swivel. You can't be,
Well,
you
let's
can't
say
be on the
offensive and defensive. So you
right.
have
You
to be more
can't
offensive.
right. You can't be on the bike for a ride. You have to be on the bike driving, if that makes sense.
Riding. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like being on a ride, just kind of laid back and chilling and listening to music or whatever it is. You definitely got to be.
You got to be
You
aware,
got to be
man.
on what you're doing, because if you're not, you're gonna end up as a skid mark somewhere for sure.
Have you ever ridden in Tampa? I mean, really? You're like that all the time,
Oh
bro.
yeah, no, of course.
I'm just asking.
Right down the road here on US 19, man. I mean, like,
oh, that's the worst road right there.
I don't even jump on that road. But I mean, but yeah, I completely agree with everything everybody's saying there. But yeah, I mean, so, we'll jump to the next topic here in a second. But as we as we find stuff for these episodes, and as we try and find topics for us to talk about for these shows, Google's my friend, right? Google's a friend.
Google is a friend.
But the one thing I do notice is, and you guys can do this little experiment at home if you want. Open a Google window, type in motorcycle, and on the top, click the news tab. So you're searching all the
just the news,
latest stuff relating to motorcycle. You can't get through the first page of returns without seeing man dies on motorcycle, woman dies on motorcycle, cop dies on motorcycle. But I mean, like, legitimate. It's insane.
Yeah. Well.
So and the reason I'm bringing that up is, I feel like I have seen more and more.
I think there's more.
I think so. I don't know that maybe it's because I read this and now I'm thinking about it. But to me, it seems like it's a lot more excessive now.
Monday I brought my bike to Harley. They were checking it out. They're replacing my stereo because my stereo went whatever. So I'm there and I'm talking to a state trooper. State trooper had his bike in. Unfortunately, he has totaled 2 Harleys.
Jeez.
Okay. Neither was his fault.
Right.
Okay. One, he's on the side of the road, has someone pulled over.
He was a motor cop.
He is a motor cop.
Okay.
So he has someone pulled over, the bike's there, and something happened. Somebody blew a tire or whatever from the far lane, oncoming lane. This is like across I-4 or something.
Jeez.
And car comes across, spins around. He sees it coming. He has to dive over the guardrail.
Wow.
And it just made his bike twisted. He showed me the pictures. It's just a twisted mess of nothing, He was very lucky that he saw it coming.
Wow.
He had just finished letting somebody, all right, get your ticket and go.
Yeah.
And bam, there it was. It's crazy.
All right, and I'm going to go back up here real quick.
HT-Rest, what do you say, Bamfers?
Dan said, I did find leaked upcoming design for the next Indian Challenger motorcycle, but not as a touring bike, but as a muscle drag bike on the similar base of the Indian Springfield, with a removable wind fairing, and will have similar locks to the framed Victory Judge. That's cool. I will find the link with photos attached here.
Can't you put them up there anymore?
No. Oh, yeah, I can, but it's way more
too
work
long.
than it's worth. Yeah, so that'd be cool. Definitely send us those, because I definitely like to see that. Let's see what you think about the King of the Baggers race. By the way, I should have put that into tonight's episode, and I totally didn't even think about it. That was cool as shit.
I gotta apologize, man. I wanted to watch it, but I thought it was later, and I missed it.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know it was happening. Now, I will tell you, I believe, wasn't it Indian that won?
It was, yeah.
And that kind of sucks for me.
I think they took first and third, I believe, and then Harley took, and it was a street glide, by the way.
Yeah.
Street glide took second. If I'm remembering that correctly. If I'm not, I'm sure.
I know that Dan will tell us.
He'll let me know. Dan said he missed it too, but
I wanted to watch it. I really did. I thought that, man, this is going to be awesome. You see the little tiny bags?
The little bags on it. Did you see them? It was cool
in those turns. They were 55 degrees easy, man.
Dragging knees, man. It's funny because when I heard of it, I was thinking like I was thinking like extremely modified, like no short bags. That's pretty much all it was.
That was it. They were pretty much stock.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe had Screaming Eagle parts.
I'm sure they had some engine tuning going on, but for the most part, it was, like I said, I was thinking we're going to talk about a modified bike, but I was thinking it was going to be an extremely modified, put a little bag on it and call it a day, but no. That was legit. It was fun. Fun. I didn't watch the whole race.
Kudos to those guys for riding that.
Oh hell yeah! Like, something else, man. Just super super cool. All right. So with that, since we're talking about races, let's talk about a.
HD says far from stock. I mean, you would know. I mean,
yeah.
You race.
This is now part of the race classes for that category of racing. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely far from stock, but they still, like, if you looked at it, you could tell, oh, that's a street glide, that's a road glide, that's a Challenger, that's, you know what I mean? Like, you could look at the bike and still see what it was. It wasn't like stock car racing where they're racing. Yeah, they all look the same, but they're Toyotas, they're Chevys, they're Fords.
Well, that's just what's on the.
That's just the logo, right?
The logo is on it.
But no, they actually. I thought that it was cool. It was a hell of a race. Definitely go just YouTube it. I mean, it's on YouTube. You can check it out.
I will.
It's super
I'm going
cool.
to. Actually, I'll probably watch it tonight. I'll go back home.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Did you happen to watch? And I know we're getting off, but this is what's good about it. American Motorcycle Club.
I still haven't watched it yet. No,
it's pretty. I mean, it is
there
what it is.
Camera.
We're still there. Camera just clicked. It happens. We knew it was going to happen. So, but we are here. There we are. Well, there I am. He's over there. But at American MC, it was different. It was definitely different.
Yeah, I've got to check it. I still have yet to see it, but yeah, that's on the
check it out.
It's on the watch list. Let's see. Scott saying I raced at Seika 7 times. Corkscrew is a butt pucker. Yeah, dude, I'd love to be on. I'd love to do anything on that track just to say I did it.
I would like.
I've flown over it 100 million times, but I've never actually done that.
No, look, I would like to ride. I cannot. I am not a speed demon. I tell you that. But I would like to ride on a track and go at least as fast as I know I can go.
Yeah. No, I would be more. Honestly, I'd be more comfortable doing Laguna Seca in a car.
Yeah.
Just because that track, it's a super tough track. Like,
I just want to ride on a track.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I don't care what the track is.
Yeah, it'd be fun for sure.
Because I know I probably won't hit 100 miles an hour, but
well, you would on the straightaway.
Straightaways.
Yeah.
I've been triple digits before.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't do triple digits, or excuse me, I haven't done triple digits. Get a lawyer.
Yeah.
But no.
I know a good one.
Yeah, I know. But I do. I tend not to do that now. And I know I was with Howie when we Bellamy Brothers. But yeah, I would love to get on a track.
Oh yeah, for sure.
With the right tires on, and even on my bike. I mean, what the hell?
No, it'd be
right gear.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be a lot of fun though. Yeah. So speaking of fast bikes and records and everything else,
stuff. We'll go into this one since it's scrolling.
It's been scrolling across the screen there for a little while.
There, over there.
It says, so an electric bike just set 11 speed records.
11. Well, was it speed?
They were all speed records. Yeah.
All
Scott's saying I'm an instructor at Jennings, so bring it and I will take you around.
No way.
Awesome. We're gonna have to take you up on that. We will figure that one out. You could drag race every other week with HD. I'd like to go over the corkscrew section on my bike in Indian. Yeah. Again, I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Wow. Thanks for that offer.
Yeah, so we might be contacting you there, Scott. That'd be fun. Okay, so, records are set.
Because they're meant to be broken.
That's
a fact.
And that's exactly what 6-time motorcycle racing champion Max Biaggi.
Or Biaggi.
Biaggi, probably, because I think he was Italian.
Yeah.
He did it on a Vox.
What the hell?
Voxen Wattman electric motorcycle. So the bike itself, I've got some pictures here, but the bike itself, which is actually 3 different bikes
Really?
Okay. And it's just because of how they set it up, right?
Okay.
So they have a streamlined version, a partially streamlined version, and then the standard form.
Okay.
All right. It was built to be the fastest electric motorcycle in the world. It's cooled by dry ice. How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
It uses a 317 kilowatt or 425 horsepower motor. It's powered by a 15.9 kilowatt hour battery.
Wow.
Right. Just to kind of give you an idea, the motor is around 4 times as powerful as your standard electric bike, the Zero motorcycle or the Harley Davidson Livewire. But the battery capacity, the battery size that it uses is roughly about the same as those motorcycles.
Really?
It just uses it a lot faster because of how much power it's turning, right?
Yeah.
Because of the motors that it's turning. But what we're going to do, I'm going to put them up on the screen real quick. So you can see here, those are the 3 versions of the bike, right? Starting from left to right, you have the standard, you have the partially streamlined, and then you have the streamlined version of them. So just a wicked cool looking bike. What was neat about it is the run for the record books was supposed to take place this summer,
right,
in Bolivia. It's some salt flat in Bolivia. I'm not going to butcher that name.
Salar de Unia.
Yeah, but because of the COVID restrictions, the attempt had to be postponed until 2021. And there's the bike there.
Man, look at that thing.
So I think is that the standard form? No, that's the like semi-streamlined form. But somewhere in a bad of luck, they found something and they found an opening, and the team were able to push the attempts, and they brought it out to to an airfield in France.
Come on, say it, man.
Châteauroux airfield in France. They ran a couple of runs on the runway. There's Max himself there. But they ran a couple of runs on a runway, and the fastest they clocked it at was 408 kilometers an hour or 254 miles per hour.
That's pretty fast, bro.
It's moving, man. It's moving. And then last picture I'll put up there for you guys is Max and his team. They're boxing. I think all 3 are incredible. Full body one is the most ideal for setting pace. Yeah.
Yeah, for setting speed records, that's the one you want to go.
Oh, Scott said you met Scott at Adamak in St. Augustine.
Did I? Okay.
He says friends with United American Vets. That's where we talked.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, thank you. I think I recall you now. I think I recall who you are now. Look,
Yeah. So the most sought after record that they were looking to get was the partially streamlined, and this is in quotes. So this is the actual record. Partially streamlined electric motorcycle over 300 kilos.
Okay.
He achieved a top speed in that form or whatever of 366.94 kilometers an hour or 228.05 miles an hour. On the semi-streamlined Wattman, say that name 5 times really fast.
Wattman.
For this run.
Oh, you meant semi-streamlined Voxen.
Per the rules, the run was performed over a mile course.
Okay.
And in 2 opposite directions. So he basically went down one and came back the other way. And he started on a flying start. So,
he was already rolling from not static.
So a running start. And then the other big win that they were able to scoop up was a record for the non-streamlined version, and they got a top speed of 349.38 kilometers an hour, or 217 miles an hour. On the bike.
That's pretty cool. I mean, because you're talking, it's aerodynamic, if you will, but not really. Did you look at the front end of it? The standard really doesn't have much going on with it as far as fairings. It's got the little bubble fairing.
Yeah,
and then that's it.
Back to it here.
And that's the semi. That's a semi.
That's a semi. So then the one there on the left,
like barely even a fairing on that thing.
Yeah,
and yeah,
I mean, and busted that thing out for 217 miles an hour.
Your head,
yeah,
your head is what's keeping the wind going over your helmet, whatever you're wearing, because it's fully leathered up and everything.
For sure.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. In addition to those 2 major wins, the team came away with, what, 9 other records?
9 other records, yeah. You don't have to read these all, but
no.
it was so basically
couple quarter miles.
Yeah, a couple quarter miles, couple of standing starts and flying starts, and all basically on partially streamlined, non-streamlined, basically in all the forms that they had, and the thing with these were that all these 9 records that they did, there were no previous records for them.
Well,
so they set these; they didn't break these.
Well, actually, they set most of them. There is a previous record on the partially streamlined.
Yep, there you go.
And that previous record was 329 kilometers per hour, 204 miles per hour, and he broke it with 386 kilometers per hour, 240 miles per hour. So you have a 36 mile per hour difference in that. So
you even go further down. So the kilometer at a standing start, the old record was 76 miles an hour, and he broke it with 119 miles an hour. So I mean,
wow.
that's another big one there too. But
where did I miss that one?
That's third from the bottom.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what we're saying here, super fast bike.
Well,
from what I understand, they are they're a manufacturer too. They just don't make. They don't just make fast bikes for record breaking.
Right. They also manufacture the bikes. What'd you do?
No. I got to ride a live wire very fast.
HD?
Yeah.
I rode a live wired Atomac.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, it is a quick bike.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing to it.
It's you know what?
It can't weigh more than 500 pounds.
I don't know, whatever that motor weighs.
I'm sure
the motor's freaking expensive, heavy.
Yeah.
And the batteries. I just, it's very stiff riding.
Yeah.
HD, did you find it as a stiff suspension? Because the one I rode, it was stiff. It was not friendly to me at all.
There's settings for it, though, right?
You can adjust it, but I don't think you could adjust it that much. I'm used to a soft.
Yeah.
You know, I'm used to my road couch.
Yeah, my road couch. It's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there you have it. We had an e-bike record a couple weeks ago, I think,
right?
With the quarter mile drag run. So here you got, here's another one. The e-bike world is coming up, man. It's coming up fast.
Right. And one that we didn't put up here that we'll look into, but Harley Davidson is coming out with a bicycle.
Yes.
They're going back to their roots, because the whole thing about the Harley Davidson was they put a motor in a bicycle. So that's what they did again. Yeah. They did electric, put it in a bicycle, and it's something one. I can't recall what it is, but S1 or something like that. It's pretty cool, man.
Dan saying they're hard. They are set hard for a reason. And then HD said too tall. Yeah,
they are. They are too tall. I can tell you that right now.
The bikes are too tall, or he's too tall?
For me. No, the bike's too tall.
Really?
Yeah, it sits up high.
Oh, okay. So
I'm on my toes.
Yeah. Except I don't know if
you'd have to hunch.
I don't know if I'd be in a good riding position, but said it rode good.
It does. It's just really stiff for me. I just didn't like that. But I will tell you, man, you roll that throttle, and it goes.
It goes. The Harley bicycle is perfect. Yeah, I like the Indian one that's coming out too.
I haven't seen
it's more of a kids like a kid's bike, to get kids into motorcycles. But yeah, something very cool. All right, next topic of discussion tonight is something that's a little near and dear to my heart, because this was one of my first bikes was a Kawasaki. So as you can see, Kawi is spinning off their motorcycle business from their mainline business, which, I mean, you can look at it one way or another. I don't know. I mean, they are doing it. They're shedding off the motorcycle industry, or the motorcycle sector, off of their heavy industries, because, as we all know, Kawi makes a lot more things than motorcycles.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're in the train business. They're in the airline business or airplane business. They're in the
lawnmower engines.
Yeah, they're in shipbuilding and all kinds of. They do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But the company said that they had to make this move because their motorcycle sector generated a $47 million loss.
Ooh.
An estimated $47 million loss in 2020.
Woo!
And most of that obviously is due in large part for the sales drop in the Southeast Asia market.
But I've seen a lot of people, well, in Asia. Yeah. Because over here, I'm not sure if bike sales have slowed down that much.
But we had this, we had.
That's
this
why
topic,
I'm saying that, because
the off-road industry has done better. But
I'm sorry, we're going back to the bicycle for a second. HD says it's not a bagger.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bagger.
I think that's the live wire.
Yeah, he's talking about the live wire.
And I tell you what, though, what was the first thing
I said? First thing he said was, if they put this and that, I'm all in.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so in general, right? Motorcycle sales have slowed down.
Yes.
The pandemic slowed it further down.
It's killing Asia, though.
And then, but understandably so, it's killing Asia because the pandemic hit so hard in the Asian markets. But experts in the field are saying, hey, look, if you're a Cowie fan, don't worry. This isn't a big deal. This isn't a tragedy. It's more of a change.
They're just restructuring.
They're just restructuring. And the company has come out and said that they've had long-standing relationships with other companies in the motorcycle market. And all this does for them is it allows them to open up to brand new partnerships throughout the motorcycle sector.
Yeah, there you
go. Which is cool. And then the Kawasaki president, Hashimoto Yasuhiko, said in a news conference.
I was waiting for you to say this name, too.
Said in a news conference that he hopes the motorcycle business will continue to build the strong Kawasaki brand and revitalize the market through collaboration with other companies. So, the spinning off of the motorcycle industry or motorcycle sector from Kawasaki basically puts it into its own little, thing, right? We can look at, companies do this stuff all the time.
Well, I mean, you can look at Ford, Mercury, they all branch out, but they do that to make more money.
Well, it's not.
But that's not what. Well, no, Kawasaki. Kawai's just taking that branch, and then just saying, you know what, we need to restructure, and we need to put this on its own.
Well, and it's not
so it doesn't affect the
You said
bottom
it,
line.
You said it right, and they're doing it to make more money. It's not that they're doing it to make more money; it's they're doing it to make it look like they're making more money. Because if you take a sector that is not doing good and you remove it from your books, then when you look at the books, you're like, oh, you're making money. If you have a sector that's hemorrhaging $47 million out of it, you go, what's that?
Yeah,
where is that coming from? What's going on here?
So in is it because I don't know in the money world, in the red is good and in the black is bad, or
no, vice versa.
Vice versa.
If you're in the red, you're bad.
You're bad. So there you go. So
you're bleeding. You're hemorrhaging.
Bleeding. Yeah. Hemorrhaging. Okay. So yeah. They're looking at that going,
if you get rid of that, now you push it over here, and it's its own entity and it's its own deal. Then when when investors and stockholders and all those people look at the books and they go, oh yeah, we're doing good. It's because they don't see the redheaded
artery over there.
They don't see the redheaded stepchild over here.
Hi, Mom.
That's dying on the end of the vine. So yeah.
Woo.
All right, so with that, we'll run into events real quick, and then we'll catch up on some comments here, and then we'll call it a night. So
yeah, man. Fran Haas, 12th annual food drive.
Yes,
for Feast. It's Friday, November 6th. That's
tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, 2020.
It says Battle of the Bands still. How about that?
Look at that. That didn't get changed.
That didn't get changed.
Well, we'll have to fix that. Well, y'all are right here. So anyway, the Feast Food Pantry, 2255 Nebraska Avenue in Palm Harbor. It's going to be from 12 to 6 p.m. You can make a monetary donation. You can, we're going to put
let me get that
a link up for you. The pantry is looking to help out this holiday season for those who have struggled throughout this pandemic due to corona restrictions, and to ensure everyone's safety. They're going to be doing contactless donation drop-offs at the Feast of Palm Harbor. Okay. High needed items include canned soup, vegetables, canned meats, dry goods, packages such as pasta, rice, instant mashed potatoes, cereals, all that kind of stuff. But after the drop-off line, stop by the Fran Haas Law Group tent for a quick thank you and enjoy some biker brother and sisterhood. They will all be serving box lunches. So that'll be pretty cool. And I don't know, have the slightest idea what you're doing.
Trying to.
All right, so.
Trying to post this.
Okay.
Trying to post this link for everybody.
Oh, okay. So anyway, hey Nikki, how you doing?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I was going to sing it today. Kenneth Smith, how you doing, man? That's from United American Vets.
Okay.
Phil's on.
There we go. All right, so that'll populate here in a second.
That'll populate.
There you go. So if you want to donate monetarily to the Fran Haas Food Drive, you can get it there.
There's the food. There's the link. It's a GoFundMe, just in case you wanted to know.
Yes. Okay. Next one we're going to talk about is our event. This is this Saturday, November 7th, from 12 to 6. It's at the American Legion Post 335 in Newport Richey. Old school biker rodeo games will include slow race, a barrel race, needle in the haystack, and the cone race. There's going to be prizes, 50-50, gift basket raffles, food provided by Bourbon on Main, as well as drinks, music by 3 Foot Offset. There is a second band playing, and I'm sorry, but I don't know who it is. But there are 2 bands. I talked to Connie earlier this week, and she told me that there's 2 bands. So
cool, man.
So there will be 2 bands. Proceeds are going to benefit.
Are we on this camera?
No, we're on this.
Oh, okay.
Proceeds are going to benefit the Veterans Enhancement Project. And just a great overall organization, man. They take veterans, they teach them how to work on motorcycles, and then they put them on 2 wheels. If there's a guy who has a battlefield injury that prohibits him from riding a motorcycle, they'll modify his bike to put him on a motorcycle. So,
and they have them.
Yeah, and then they have them turn the wrenches and all that stuff. So they teach them a trade, and then some of these guys go on and become mechanics and all kinds of stuff. But overall, man, this is going to be a fun time.
It's going to be a great time.
Fran Haas is going to be out there. Fran Haas Law Group, I should say, is going to be out there. Rider Now Magazine is going to be out there. No Toes out there. Let's Ride Motorcycle Gear and Accessories will be out there. Ourselves will be there. Connie from Constance After Dark will be there as well. So just an overall hell of a time. If you guys need any more information for that, please contact Connie 570-418-2905. I know that she, if I'm not mistaken, is still looking for vendors. So if you guys know any vendors or anything like that, please contact her.
Yeah. Hey, and speaking of that, Ken, we need to talk to you sometime soon, sir.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Veterans for a Cause Dice Run. That's going to be next weekend, next Saturday, November 14th at 10:30. American Legion Paradise Post number 79. Kickstands up at 11:30. $10 a person. All the benefits are going to go to benefit, or all the proceeds are going to benefit Veterans for a Cause Christmas Ride. If you need any more information on that, you can contact Veterans for a Cause at 813-506-1130.
Wayne and Jody are amazing people.
Super people, man. Super people. Fun event. We did it. We did one of theirs last year.
Last year, yeah. And
we had a blast. It's an interesting take on a poker run because you're using dice. Just overall is a hell of a time. Phil's saying Brooksville Bike Rally, November 21st. I'll have to look that up, Phil. If you got any more information, let us know because we definitely like to check that out. That's me. Dan saying Cowies are still doing some great bikes and new renditions of new VN Cruisers. They have plans for economic 125 utility bikes for more city-based travel and transporting to work. It'd be very interesting. Yeah, I love Cowie. Cowie's got a soft spot in my heart, man.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever owned a Cowie.
No.
No.
Um,
The only thing I had that had a Cowie, I think, was a lawnmower that I used to ride.
was that right?
Zero turn lawnmower had a Kawasaki engine.
That's great.
Damn thing ran like a.
I bet. Like a champ,
good,
like
yeah.
a champion. HD saying AD or AHDRA Gainesville this weekend Harley drag races. So if you're up in the Gainesville area this weekend, go check it out.
Put a link. Put a link.
Yeah, throw a link in there if you have it. HD. Ken, what's going on, man? Thanks for jumping on. Like this man said, we've got to talk. He says, "Hit me up, brother." So there you go.
All right.
The guys at Mad Money are racing Gator Harley Davidson next weekend. That's from Nikki.
All right.
So, yeah, that's right, because that's Leesburg.
Yeah.
Should have been Leesburg. But, yeah, I will be in Louisiana.
You're going to be in Louisiana, so. And I'm supposed to go with Eric.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoops.
There you go.
So we're probably going to be going up there. I'm not sure that I'll set everything up, but I'll do what I can and take videos and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I miss you, man. It's a pain in the ass to do this stuff by yourself.
Yeah, I know. It is, but
no, I mean set up.
I know.
Blah 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 blah.
We got a lot of shit.
And hold on, and I say by myself, but honestly, I was with my wife, and she helped tremendously.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, but it's a pain in the ass. I'm sitting here. If you guys could see what we're looking at, holy cow!
This is just icing.
This just makes it look halfway bearable on your eyeballs.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh shit!
12 things. 12 things in front of us.
But yeah, first of all, get myself back on track.
Yeah.
If you guys have events, you guys have things that are going on, please do us a favor. Send them to us.
No matter where you're at.
Doesn't matter where you're at. Let us know. We have all these events that we put out here, and if you got flyers for them, whatever, we will put them up. We will talk about them. We will promote your event. Please send them our way. Send us your guys' events, because we would love to help you guys out.
Even in England.
Absolutely.
Even
hey Connie, what's up?
Wow, a little late.
Even in hey Connie, since you just joined, what is the name of the second band playing on Saturday? Also, I will be going down to represent the two of us as well as Connie Saturday morning before our event with the Fire and Iron group, and they're going to be donating the check from our 9/11 ride to the burn camp.
Oh.
So I'll be down there because it's in Clearwater, so it's an easy trip for me. So.
So I didn't get the invite then.
If you want to go, I figured it's a lot easier for me to shoot down there, and then you could start heading up that way, and then I'll meet you up there after the event. They're down there.
That's gonna be that'd be a hard one.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like I said, it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes from me.
Yeah.
So that's what I got going on Saturday. We're gonna present the check that we. I shouldn't say that everybody that came out.
Everybody that helped us participate.
Yeah.
And our very first poker run that was very, very successful.
Yeah, we had an awesome time, and we raised a bunch of money for
it was fun,
an awesome
man.
cause. Blackstone Hill is the first band, and then our good friend 3 Foot Offset will be closing the album.
Awesome.
So that's cool. Dan sharing a show worldwide. Dan, man, I got to tell you, brother, we love you, man. We appreciate that so much. You have no idea.
Things coming your way.
Yeah, we're still working on it because we want to make sure that we send you something cool. So, but yeah, again, thank you for that. We truly appreciate that, and we could see it. We could see it every time you're on the show. We can see the numbers. A little bit of an uptick every time you're on the show. So we definitely appreciate that. There's a reason. There's a reason for that. And you're the reason. So thank you. I have to be set up by 10. Been working my ass off getting things done. So much to fill you in on. Can't wait, Connie. It's gonna be a fun day. I will be there as soon as I finish with the Fire and Iron group. So their meeting's at 9, I believe it is. So they're gonna do that first, so that I can get out of there. So as soon as they finish there, come back here, scoop up all my gear, and then I'm shooting up that way. So I may have my parents in tow too. I don't know. They might come and hang out with us too.
Right?
So.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, again, if you guys have events that you want us to share, please send them our way. We will put them into the show. Someone didn't mute his phone. That's even your weird. That's your.
That's my other phone.
The
other one is one.
But what else? What else?
I don't know.
Like, share, do all that stuff that you guys normally do.
Go to our page. Go to the community.
Do like Dan does. Just go down at the very bottom of the video that you're watching right now. There is a share button. Just click that and then share it with everybody that you can. So
share it to the world.
And did you like my Indian review video? I have not seen it, Dan.
Yes.
You have it?
Yeah, I have. I watched it.
Then I'm going to make him show me it because I have not seen it. But I will definitely check it out because I know it's going to be good. So
absolutely. Did a great job, man.
I got nothing. I'm done. It's 8:00.
It's 8:00, man. We got to get off for what was that? It was
Dale and Cat.
Dale and Cat. I was like, Chuck.
1-3 got a burner phone.
Shh, don't say nothing. So does my wife.
Yeah. So, all right. I got nothing.
You got nothing?
You got nothing?
Nah, man. Just keep the rubber side down, baby.
Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We will see. Will we see you next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, next week. Yeah, next week should be fun. Yeah. We will see you next week. The week after that is Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we will see you next week. We will be at the 1-3 bar. So, and hopefully, before I wrap this up, hopefully next week we will have a 3-camera setup. We tried to do it tonight, ran out of time, but we got new cameras, so we're trying to work that in and figure it out. So
hence the burner phone.
Yeah, hence the burner phone, right? And
there we go. Look at that.
We're just gonna close it out. We love you guys. We'll see you next time.